my friends, and welcome to Let's Clay episode
Welcome!
3. On this episode, Evan will be beginning his throwing and shaping of the teapot that we are in the process of creating.
Yep. So first thing, I centered it last episode, so now I show you guys how to put the hole in it to start the whole teapot. So if you notice, it's not like a low down mound like if you're going to make a bowl. It's more of like, it's a taller one than I'd usually start something with, because for a teapot, you know, I think I'm gonna make kind of a tall teapot. I don't know. I'll figure it out as I'm going. But to make the hole, you're gonna put your hands on the outside, thumbs going in, and you don't want your thumbs moving around like that, because that's just you're not gonna get a good hole, because the piece needs to be centered so that when your thumbs go in, the wall that you create on the outside is even. Because if it's not even, you're gonna have a bad time. You know,
Awful time.
If you do French fry when you made to do pizza, you're gonna have a bad time. You know, like that stuff. So if if the walls are uneven, you're gonna have a bad time. So going in, and so when you're going in, you want to be careful not to go all the way down to the very bottom when you're making a teapot, because you've got to have a bottom, or otherwise all the tea's gonna fall out.
Unless you want like a donut hole shaped teapot, but that's craziness.
We'll go over that later. Don't confuse the audience.
Craziness.
So you want to go most of the way down. You want to have about a 1/4 inch on the floor. Now, if you're not sure how much you got, you take your needle tool, stab it in, put your finger up against the bottom, and you pull it out, and then you'll see how much you have left. So I've got about a 1/4 inch, or 1/2 inch actually, but that's fine. You can always trim, you cannot really add. So, now that I've got pretty much a straight down hole in there. Now we're going to get sea turtle. See, it's sea turtle in sign language.
Love
and
it.
You're going to take your fingers and you can put it in there, and you're going to take this sea turtle and you're going to pull towards your crotch. So, doing that.
Fun fact about me, I took sign language for 2 years. They did not teach me what sea turtle was until my 2nd year, when I was already in ceramics. So the sea turtle was just a lovely concept for me to go over again.
So you're saying that this school, even in subjects that where you weren't like even in ceramics, you're learning other subjects.
Yeah, this school is very good about teaching you full circle, I will say.
Full circle. Is that a pottery pun?
He caught it.
I got it. That's why I got the award. Got them brains. All right. So now that I've pulled it out a little bit, I've got a nice base. You're gonna want to also compress the bottom by just taking I'm just taking my finger and just kind of pushing it, making sure the bottom's flat. Getting all the water out of the middle. So Eddie, you should start telling them about how we met. I mean, like more of like how we became friends, and I taught you stuff, and
Let's see.
I mean, we just kind of had.
You were 4th and 6th period, right?
I had 4th and 6th. You were 2nd and 4th?
Yes.
And then you had no 6th.
I had no 6th. So
and
the
since
first...
I was a terrible student, I think I had a 6th period. That's why.
I mean, I was a lazy student, so I went ahead and opted for no 6th.
I needed the credits. So, I needed the credits, but...
I barely made it. I really should have taken a 6th. But we met in 4th period. There was Evan and myself, good friend of mine from my 1st year, Drew, and just a few other artistic people. I started throwing next to Evan because, of course, I wanted his tips. He was ridiculously good at throwing, so I mean, I wanted to get better fast. And taking, I mean, we had what was called a block schedule. So on Wednesdays and Fridays, you would only go to your 2nd, 4th, and 6th period. Being that I only took ceramics on the even periods, I could just spend the whole day there practicing. And Evan was always there to help me. Eventually, Evan and I just picked up on this wheel and the one next to it.
I liked it because the wall gives you support when you throw in really big pieces. That's why I picked this one, I think. And also the wheel's quiet, which is helpful for our videos. But
I picked it because Evan was here. I had no secondary reasons at all.
Oh, so cute. Anyways, so now what I'm doing, if you guys have been noticing, I'm pulling up the wall. So this hand, it's like a duck, quack, quack. And
The duck.
put the duck about 4 o'clock. Actually, I'm sorry, 5 o'clock. In your right hand, or left. Well, it depends if you're righty or lefty, but the sponge hand goes under your thumb here, and you're going to push into the bottom. So I'm going to just hold it here, and you're going to notice
that little ring.
There's a little ridge. See this ridge right here? That's what I'm pushing the clay in, and my duck hand, the fingers on the inside, are holding their ground. So now I'm going to bring that ridge up. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping the same pressure, and I'm just moving my hand up as I spin the wheel. So what it's doing is I'm getting about one revolution before my hand moves. And now it's taller. See that, everybody? It's taller. So you do this continuously until you're going to be able to get it into a big cylinder. So, and it's getting about time for us to end our episode.
So Evan's going to go into maximum overdrive.
So yeah, let me speed this up a little bit.
It's going to be a big teapot. Should be serving tea to the neighbors. Yep. Cheerio and Toodle Pip and all that.
What?
British.
You can tell he's Irish. Doesn't know anything about British people.
I was on the island. You can't blame me for that. I like potatoes. Potatoes are good.
One more pull and then we're gonna end.
Now, pulling very fast is not ideal when you're a beginner, because it's going to go all wobbly, it's going to fly off, it's going to hit the wall. It's going to get kind of messy. Ideally, you want to go slow and steady like Evan started.
So, for centering, you want to go full speed, but most likely. For, sorry, I just sprayed everywhere.
Yeah,
for pulling, you're going to want to go half of that speed or less. And you always want to you're always going to have to adjust how fast your hands move due to how fast the wheel is moving. So I think we're pretty good right now.
That's a good size
Let's
for
go
a
ahead and
teapot,
end the
I believe.
episode. We're gonna stretch it out on the next one and show you guys how to make a recessed edge for the lid. The lid. We'll make a nice little lid and have a teapot.
Cheerio,
All right.
Toodle Pip, and all that.
Bye.
So we have that end.
So start over the 3, 2, 1 now.
Well, it's on now, so just go.
Oh, production effort.